Hello, my friends. I'm Andrea, astrologer, and welcome to this update, which is the last week of November from the 25th to the 30th. Will this crazy rally continue? So stay with me to see what can we expect astrologically in the next week. I filmed this on the 21st of November when we have the full-blown bull market running, and this morning we had in the UTC time zone, of course, as you are used to with my predictions, almost touched 98k for Bitcoin. So it is a day with strong aspects, and we do have still a pending, let's say, possibility from Saturn, and I think this will happen because Saturn was stationary for many days, actually I think in total of 10 days already, and it moves in the sky but much slower. It turned direct on the 15th, we are on the 21st, but it didn't really move. So normal speed will be gained really on the 23rd of November onwards, so from there onwards. This means that we can still have the possibility for dumps. Why? Because in these last 7 to 10 days, we felt really the positive aspects each day. When planets are stationary, delays occur, and this is something that I warned about. It is very difficult to do any predictions in this time, but we need to be aware that from all the bunch of influences that we had these days that were exact each and every day, the positive ones were executed, so to speak, and manifested, but the negative ones are pending. We have a clue in the CME futures gap between 77, 8K, I think, and 53K. So we might revisit that price target interval in the near future, so it's good to have this in mind. Otherwise, we do not see any other disaster these days, to be honest, because we would expect, let's say, a positive development mid-December. Again, very strong astrology. Therefore, I can't say that besides this turning of Saturn, we can get something that is very negative in the sky at the moment. So without further ado, I wanted to give this summary where we are, and I want to continue with the topics that I have usually. So we will talk about the global astrology. With this introduction done, so that we know where we are, I don't know if the dump really happens on the 23rd, we will see. I would like to go through the agenda, so to speak, the normal topics that we cover with you together, the global astrology, then I will dive into Bitcoin, Ethereum and altcoins for members in more detail. The Patreon membership would be very generous, I would say, in terms of rebates that will continue at least in the first part of 2025 for almost all products, I would say, and this is something to consider. You have this already, all the predictions for December, for example, for the blue chip altcoins and also for the 8 custom altcoins that are voted by the community. And before I dive into the global astrology, I would like to say, because I was asked about this, the 2025 forecast for Bitcoin, Ethereum and Solana will be released soon. I promised 30th of November. It could be that I cannot hold this deadline, so my apologies in advance, but they will be available in any case in the first part of December, and Patreon subscribers, regardless how old in the subscription, will benefit from rebates, 10% in the silver tier, and in the gold and platinum tier it would be 20%. So hopefully you will be interested in this and looking to see you there. So now let's go into the astrology, the global astrology that we have in the upcoming week. We do have some interesting astrology, quite powerful in the beginning of the week. And this is a Sun trine Rahu aspect, which is positive. It is mid-intensity and can really bring a significant peak at the day level due to the fact that Rahu is this unstoppable energy that is really supportive for the price action. And the single thing is that these peaks are not sustainable. So don't think it will last forever, but it could be that even before the weekend, because Rahu can really manifest before as well. So basically before Monday, I meant to say. So in the weekend on Sunday, maybe we will get already some signs of increase in the evening, like it happened also in other weeks. It is some hope fueled by regulation, maybe, because Rahu is this innovation and Sun is government rules. So it could be that we have good news from above, from the top, so to speak, and this is something that really fuels the markets. We see that the bullish energy is much stronger. Now, if we get any drops, then you will know what the culprit is. It is the moving of Saturn, and this is the single force that can really diminish the price action in a big way. Otherwise, we do have on the same day, I warned you about this, it's not a sustainable peak, Venus square Lilith. Why is this relevant? It is relevant because Venus is cryptocurrency, as you know already if you follow my videos since longer, and Lilith is this adventure, this spirit of adventure, of risking, willingness to risk and to really do certain speculation in the market, and the square is stressful. So this means that we could have here a pullback that would be really linked to the fact that there is some kind of fear, or really people would really cash in, because this Lilith is about this adventure, so to speak. So I want to do something else with the money that I got already, and I think there is enough reason with the big pump that we had in the last weeks, and it was very fast, as you could see. So this means that we can have a sort of correction, and I don't see it as very strong, but if Saturn really moves, and brings all the delayed negative aspects from the last 10 days roughly, then we might experience more. I think 100K would be the best guideline as a psychological level for the price target, and it is important to have a look at that. Nobody can say what is absolute for the moment, and this is always good practice to take some profits from the table. But then the week is pretty good. Next day is not so spectacular in terms of global astrology, but on Wednesday we do have another very powerful, I would say, aspect which is positive for the price action. It fuels the price action, so to speak. It's a Sun trine Mars in the sky, and we know that Mars is also about to go stationary, unfortunately, with our predictions, again delay, but not to the same degree like the outer planets, but we can say that the speed of Mars is slowing down already, because it will turn retrograde, which is quite rare for Mars. Mercury does it regularly each year, but Mars, this is a serious event, I would say, and we know this happens in December on the 6th, so we are not far away from that, and the planet already will slow down in its speed. So this means that it will be very powerful in the sky. So this fueling of the Sun will be very strong. So I would expect also the mid of the week with Wednesday to be strong. In case we get the drop from Saturn, which if it happens, it will persist, I think, until the mid of the week. We will get a recovery that would be quite timely and fast. This is the way I would interpret the configuration. Thursday, November 28th is the last day with a big global event. I would say it's Venus square Chiron. Why I'd say it's big? It is the fact that Chiron is retrograde since a while. It will turn direct only in the last days of the year. And Venus is associated with currencies and cryptocurrencies. The square is a stressful aspect. It's not a disaster, but still this can really indicate retesting of previous price levels usually. So this is there on the day, and it is an aspect that is worthwhile to take into account, because the day could be quite misleading due to the fact that, and this is a bit that I want to share with you from the Bitcoin chart, we will have the so-called fire, which is positive on the same day, and this will occur before this adjustment. So this means that it is a day to watch out for, and to be really vigilant in regards to the price action. And for day trading, extra attention would be advised, and of course setting stop losses properly, because volatility will increase, I would say, from Tuesday, latest Wednesday onwards, regardless what happens with Saturn. And if we get the drops or not, the volatility will increase, and it will go up and down quite forcefully, I would say. Again, it is not a very stable environment, and fire is triggered by Uranus and the aspect it makes with natal positions in the Bitcoin chart. I hope this information was useful for you. I want to thank you for your attention, for liking and subscribing. It helps the channel, and until next time, be joyful.